Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm excited for today's video. I'm finally trying out this new Gucci primer and foundation, and we're going to talk a little bit about the last day of summer, a Eau de Parfum from Gucci out of their Alchemist Garden. So we're going to talk fragrance, we're going to talk foundation and primer. So if you want to see what I think of these products and what this cute thing is on my head, just keep watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it when you do. Now let's jump in, and Happy New Year. Okay guys, Happy New Year first and foremost. Before I get into the thoughts on this foundation and primer from Gucci, I just wanted to catch up a little bit because this is the second year in a row, 2020, that I've been trying my best to allocate my time to at least saying, you know, happy holidays in videos, and just giving some sort of end of the year video. And for 2 years in a row, we've had unexpected attention on us, a beautiful thing for my business, but I wasn't able to wish everyone happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. So I hope everyone had a fantastic holiday season. Happy New Year, knocking on wood and synthetic wood, that we all have a better year this year than we did last year. And for me personally, my biggest wish this year is to get home, because I don't like being away from my mom for so long. So that's my number one personal wish, is that by the end of the year, we're okay to travel, and I can get home to see my mom. And for my business, obviously, continued growth. And for my business, like, some exciting stuff happened. We ended up on Whoopi Goldberg's favorite products from Etsy list. So that was a complete surprise, and it brought, excuse me, all sorts of eyes on us again. And so you can imagine it was crazy, a lot of orders. So it was, all attention had to be on my business, Breezy Tee. Just really quickly, speaking of Breezy Tee, I am rocking our satin line beanie in gray. Listen, this is vacation time for my hair. Typically, I get to twist it up, leave it alone, and let it grow. Let it just do its thing without being bothered. Got heaters going on, the air is cool outside, so it's zapping hair of moisture. So this is the time for it to just rest and keep that moisture retention, which satin does. So this is our gray one. I love it, and it just so happens that Pantone in the last couple of weeks named yellow and gray, that is extremely similar to this one, as one of their colors of the year. So that was a nice coincidence. So that's it. That's what's going on with me. And I'm catching up, and really I hope everyone had a beautiful new year. And I want to thank you all so much for taking me over the 1,000 subscriber mark last year, and just the support and the encouraging words and the feedback. All of it has been really helpful, and let's continue to build this thing this year. Okay, so let's talk about this Gucci primer and foundation. Excited first of all to see Gucci come out with these base products. I said that Gucci was absolutely one of my top brands last year, mostly because everything was so unexpected. Alessandro Michele the creative director, the guy behind the Gucci brand right now, who's pretty much his hands and his eyes and his talent is on everything, pretty much Gucci. And he's so creative. He's just so creative that he intrigues me, and he intrigues me with what he's doing with this brand and with fragrances and with the Gucci fashion. He's got my eyes on him. So that's why that was one of my favorite brands last year. First of all, the performance of all the products that I got was amazing, and it's intriguing. So much of makeup now is predictable, and I feel like with Alessandro, Gucci's not predictable right now. So I was excited to see this. The scent is the first thing I want to touch on. It definitely has the scent that all the other Gucci products has. So if you're a person who's sensitive to scents, you should know that I happen to really love this scent. It gives me like a light floral, maybe some kind of citrus in there, but very light, very pleasant to me. Okay, so it's not a scent that I mind, but if you're sensitive to scents, you know, it might be something to consider. So same sleek Gucci, keeping with the pink top, the frosted bottle, sleek design, everything really clean, really nice. And how do you judge a primer? You can't get too excited about a primer. I like it, I love the smell, I love it smoothed out my face, so I'm gonna continue to use it, absolutely. And if I see any changes in anything, I will report back in another video. But for now, I like it. I think it gives me a nice finish. Now I'm wearing 350W medium, okay? And this was a tricky one to pick online. I've gotten really pretty good at choosing my foundation color online. This one was a little tricky. The colors don't always match up on Gucci with the numbers. The pictures are strange, and so I chose a warm color, and because I do have yellow undertones, and when I first saw it, it scared me a bit because it looked super yellow, super orange. So I actually tested it on my hand the other day because I had to know. I was like, listen, I don't want to get on here. I wanted to know. So it did lean a little yellow, and as soon as I put that on my skin just now, it was giving me Oompa Loompa orange. I've gotten really cool comments about my skin in previous videos, and I really appreciate it because, you know, we all see flaws. I don't think my skin is particularly great because I'm focusing on what I don't like, but I must say I think I have a pretty good success rate with foundations that I'm choosing because of my skincare and the state of my skin before I even put the foundation on. So I recognize that it helps, and I think skincare really helps the performance of some of these foundations. I don't know what the consensus is. I like it. I could have built it up. I just didn't want to. I thought this was enough. I used about a pump and a little bit more, a pump and change, and it got a lot of product on my face. Okay guys, so I really wanted to sit with this foundation before I came back, so I went away for a few hours, got the rest of my face done, and I wanted to give you my thoughts. I needed to sit with this one just because of the initial yellow orangey tones that I thought might be a little, it was less off camera for sure, but I just wanted to sit with it and see what I thought, and I'm glad I did. I'm really liking this one a lot. Okay, it matches perfectly, so the color match is not a problem, but the finish is really nice. It's like a soft matte. I don't even know if that's a thing. On me, it's giving me the most natural finish. I just really like it, and I'm really glad that I gave it time to sort of settle into my skin and put on other makeup to see what I feel about it, because I just looked in the mirror again before I started filming again, and I'm like, I said, yeah, I really like this finish. It's incredibly natural, and I'm always after that when I'm wearing foundation or trying out new foundations. So I just wanted to come back and say that my first impression was what it was, but with a little bit more time, I'm actually quite enjoying this foundation, and this shade works out well for me. 350W, medium 350W. Something else that is new in my world from the world of Gucci is this Gucci Eau de Parfum, the last day of summer. First of all, can we talk about the packaging? This is stunningo. So I put it back on the shelf, the box, but I love the packaging, super luxurious. And the bottle, here it is, beautiful, old school looking. Because it comes from the Alchemist, it's part of the Alchemist's Garden collection. It makes sense. It looks old school, it looks vintage, it's weighted, it's a beautiful bottle, and gold writing. It says the last day of summer on there. So visually, it's really, really lovely. And again, Alessandro Michele overseeing this too, and it's just whimsical, and I love this. Now, about the scent. I'm gonna start doing more scents. I'm really getting more and more into scents. And this Gucci one, reading it, it intrigued me because it was nothing that I would normally gravitate towards, and that's what drew me to it. It is a woody, spicy scent, okay? It's unisex. I've sprayed this on my husband. I keep making him wear it. I love it on him. It smells great on me. It's a woody scent. Now, last day of summer, I'm wearing it in the winter, and it feels really comforting right now. I get why it would also work in the summer. It smells like dry, you know, leaves and branches, and so the smell of some parks, if you're going for a walk, I get that. It conjures that up. But for me in the winter, it's giving me a really comforting, warm feeling. So it has cypress, cedar, patchouli, vetiver, and nutmeg. And those are some of the notes, and I'm getting it. It feels really comforting to me for the winter. It reminds me of a fireplace. It reminds me of, I get incense as well, and it reminds me of churches. I am by no means a religious person. However, I love churches, and whenever I'm traveling, wherever I am in the world, I love going inside churches and just taking them in for the architecture and the art and the sometimes gaudiness and the beauty of the actual buildings. And there's always that incense smell when you go into churches, and it reminds me of that. And so it's because there's something I like to visit, it's just a comforting scent. I don't know how else to describe it, but the notes are not things I typically woody. I'm like, might be too masculine. I love it. I think it's last day of summer, but I think it bodes well for the winter. I just wanted to mention that. I think it's brilliant. It grows on me. You know, yeah, like I'm getting like almost pine. Like I smell like pine needles. It just gives me this time of year. So if you want a woody, spicy scent, if that's your thing, or you want to branch out like me and just try something completely out of the norm for what you normally wear, check this one out. I think it's a beaut. I think I'm gonna have fun doing these like perfume videos. I'll do more and more. My language is not, I may not always have the correct, you know, language for fragrance reviews, but I'll give you my honest opinion, what I think, what I like, what's inside these things. And really, to me, smells are about feelings and memories, and that's just what I identify smells with. So many things. There's nothing like when you catch a whiff of something and it takes you to your childhood or it takes you to a very specific moment. So smells are so attached to memories for me. That's what I'm going to discuss about them, what it reminds me of, and I would love other people to share like what the fragrance reminds them of. So if you pick this up, let me know. If you have anything from Gucci's Alchemist's Garden collection, let me know. That's it for me, guys. We're keeping this one super simple. It's about the Gucci foundation, the primer, and this Eau de Parfum Last Day of Summer by Gucci. It's from the Alchemist's Garden. So again, the more I sit with this, the more I'm loving this foundation. As a nice, I'm used to dewy, I'm used to glowy foundations because that's what I've been into as of late, and I'm really enjoying this like semi-matte natural finish too. I think it's just as beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope this helped. If you got this foundation, now I'm curious, what are you thinking about it? What is your verdict on this new Gucci foundation? I am beyond excited to see what Gucci does in 2021 with Mr. Alessandro. I'm sure it's gonna be fun. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share. You can do all those things, and let me know what you have and what you think of these newest releases. And if you want to check out any of our satin line beanies, any of our satin line knit beanies, t-shirt, hair towel wraps, silk, hair accessories, linen, velvet hair accessories, just visit us at breezytee.com. I will check you guys in the next video. Ciao for now.